Hello there gamers, I am the Cohock, I play Salmon Run a lot. Today I'm back with another episode of Daily Salmons. Rotation today is nowhere near as good as the previous one, but it's fine, we will manage anyway. Talk about the weapons. First up, I already have it on here with the shot. Nothing really to say about it. Basic shooter, the whole game is balanced around it, it's never bad. That is also true for Salmon Run. Just solid. I don't think I have anything about it. Next. That would be our accursed Inkbrush. It did get a bit of a buff between the games actually. Got just barely more damage, so it is a 3 hit now instead of a 4 hit. Also lose like one or two swings or something. Nothing too crazy. But it's there, and then it also has more ink, which is nice. But it is still Inkbrush at the end of the day. Now this is also noteworthy. Small frays do still not swing and roll over them, but yeah, exactly enough. The roll is damage. So it will exactly not kill Rush Charm, of course. And to get the best possible DPS out of it, if you can call it that, you do need to mesh it quite a bit. There are multiple ways to do that. Some people do a button remapping, get a better meshable button than ZR. Some also just ZR. I do it on ZR as well. One thing I do is I'm not using my index finger, but I'm actually using my controller just in the left hand, then using the whole force from the right hand to mesh it. So, I think oh, wait, no, I was holding L. That was it. This is definitely not optimal meshing, but it works, I guess. Also my ancestor, because I just started the game. Oh yeah, one thing I should mention is if you do have to 1v1 a Drizzler and cannot do it with a Turb, because it would take 3 hits, and that's definitely awkward with a short range weapon like this. Then what you can and probably should do is throw a bomb in advance, like before it's gonna open. Then as it's open, you're gonna mesh like crazy. Before that, you probably may still have to refill a bit, even though... No. I chuck a bomb, wait till it opens and mesh. Just to have 900 HP, it's through. Ideally the bomb deals 180 and then rush. And in steelheads on low tide, they're definitely gonna be a problem for Inkbrush. There isn't much high ground. There is some on most maps that you can use. Leaf on grounds, there's the least of all, if any. All behind basket pretty much. The other two maps you do have some actual platforms that you might be able to use. Other than that, on high tide and normal tide, Hydro Plant actually works out like somewhat decent for the brush, because you can mostly on the upper perimeter. I mean, not be there all the time, but whenever you see a steelhead, just go there and take it from there. You should be able to hit it just fine. Very similar to Runes of Arc Polaris in the old game. Killing the roller. Don't think I have too much to say about it. Roll over chance for Cohocks. If you get up close enough, you can get it with the horizontal flick, but if you're a little bit too far away, then not anymore, and range of it isn't very far. The thing you can do is vertical flick and then roll. typically can only get to one with it, but mostly. Oh yeah, and then there's this new roll attack that was in the old game. You do it on the dummies. Doesn't look like it. You basically flick right up in its face and then roll forward. Like that pretty much. I've not quite perfected it yet, but I've seen clips. I'm gonna try it a few times for sure. Also works on big shots and maybe even on Mars. It does work on Mars with Dynamo, but not sure with Umbrella. Yeah, it should work on big shots, so that is nice. And something that people rate highly about the things a lot is its ability to one-shot the hits with a flick. They do need to be close enough, but that spacing is rather lenient, unlike the horizontal flick. Speaking of horizontal flick and other big targets, 500 HP bosses. Can do double flick plus roll. You're close enough, that works just fine. If you're like far enough, that is too. That was the close, but yeah, in game I often get like this. Really annoying. You need to hit enough gauge flicks. Can't miss more than 25 in actual numbers, but yeah, you're not gonna see them in that game anyway. Over small things, big things, expect of flick plus roll into them. Oh yeah, right, ink management. Let's talk about ink management. The problem that the Flingzarella definitely has in this game is it is rather ink hungry. It's not Dynamo, of course, so definitely nowhere near as problematic. One thing I recommend is like try to not throw X during fights. Only do it when you're definitely moving and refilling stuff. Because it definitely does run out of ink quickly when there's stuff around it everywhere and no paint near it and stuff. And in order to paint it needs to quite a bit too. However, flick is probably... Flicks don't seem to be using too much, but if you have an empty ink tank then they are using a whole lot. Use your ink wisely with this, don't spam egg throws. Last but not least, we have the Elite. Weapon is one of the most polarizing ones in a way, because when it's good, it's very good, and when it's bad, it's very bad. So what you wanna do with it is mostly stay away from fights so that lessers do not aggro you. So if you have small threats close to you, you can tap them down, but you need to get away as soon as possible before even more shit messes on you. You think just drop a bomb and run away. And if you get to the aggro, whatever else is following you, you move on to someone else who eventually gets killed. Because you really wanna get full charges on this thing. If you don't get full charges, it has worse DPS than Inkbrush. Do not wanna get there. And you know, paint is actually okay on this. Snapshots paint a good line forward. If you don't have ink, as long as it's not getting sprinkled away or painted away and stuff, you have some mobility with it, just low swim speed. So not too much lag, so you can certainly run away, but it does feel like a 3-player shift when it never gets to charge. I don't fall behind. When you do get to do the full charges, 600 HP of damage. So basically kills all bosses in one shot except Big Shot and Drizzler. For Drizzlers you can do that one charged shot and then 6 taps if you're close enough. That is the fastest way to kill it. Get too far away, just do 2 full charges. Can do it in mid-air while jumping as well, it will be exposed then. Might possibly skip a cycle. You are not doing both fully charged shots in one cycle, because in order to do that, you have to have the first ready when it flips pretty much. Charging takes a while. Always prioritize stilts with this, and heals, put yourself in positions where you can hit the tails ideally. Whenever there are no bosses to snipe or people need to get through to bosses that I can't kill, like just shoot through the Cohocks, the lines of lessers. No, like most chargers, this thing pierces. Sometimes even hit multiple bosses at once with it. Sweet. Oh yeah, and Lemonlets as well, they also have 500 HP, so if you can get an angle where you can hit the top of them, so they're not even lowered, you can just hit that as well. Other weapons can simply jump onto them without even lowering them, and no. Looks fine, and it might come in very handy on low tide where the middle lane often gets clogged by a lot of Lemonlets. No, pretty dangerous because it's really hard to lower them for short-range weapons. The constant stream of all kinds of enemies blocking the entrances are threatening to knock you right under them, or you can get out of them and that. And about the ink, I mean, it does use a lot of ink, but it works out nicely. 25% shot means you just have Firebomb after that, or vice versa. The Splat Charger doesn't quite work out as nicely because it cannot do 2 charged shots plus a bomb. Just barely cannot do that, and it's really annoying because it does need 2 shots at least for pretty much everything. Pretty much one of the reasons why Lita can be considered a better charger than the vanilla Splat Charger. You will always have that slow swim speed, so hope for waves with not too many statics. Yeah, if they are there, it does deal with stingers as long as you can get close to them. That's the fastest way to kill them. That's definitely the last thing I'm mentioning in all this rambling. You start with a bomb and then you tap down the rest of the pots. And the top of the pots, the very highest one, you actually, instead of double tapping, there's a faster way to kill it, and that is do a quick partial charge. Like so. Normal taps do 50 damage, a pot is 60 HP. Just do a partial for 60. It's much smaller than I'm showing here, like so. Not too small, so careful there. And that is how you kill the fastest, and if you don't get to do a bomb, then just multiple partials. So also this thing, and might sometimes even work from the upper perimeter Hydro Plant. That also is definitely the position you should be preferring the most throughout the waves anyway. Gives you good views and angles on big shots. The 2-shot big shots, you always want to prioritize them. And whenever the cannon drops, you do want to watch it to some extent. Be ready to get there whenever spawns and stuff. And another thing to say about the whole weapon set. It has 2 weaknesses on day waves for sure. One is stingers. Other weapons have to get close to get them. But possibly later we will find out in live gameplay. Which is annoying because in the last Hydro Plant set we had multiple weapons that could just kill them from the high ground. Which is really nice. Just wastes a lot less time if you don't have to even get to them physically. And the rollers are also rather slow at killing and so is Elite, I guess. I mean, they're both still fine, but could be better for sure. The stingers will be slow with the set, and the other weakness is fish sticks. Fish sticks are really annoying for the set. And there's a good chance that freelancers will not deal with them much as a result. The one thing I would recommend here is basically deal with fish sticks on site. Just so they're going, at least if they're in positions that could possibly be annoying. Which is probably most of them. Yeah, that is that. Then over into some gameplay. Oh, new player there apparently. Couldn't be bothered to get this splash tag. Ignite, that is what we're starting with, not tornado. Yeah, charge. For now. Normally I take the right cannon, but might as well practice some on the left. Do of course not know yet what is well. And this fish stick is very annoying, by the way, always kill it. If you don't kill it, it basically blocks the whole left route. The left route is already really bad as is, because it really has only one path pretty much. Nice. Sorry. Know what, I just put there. Quite a lot. Right there. I left the cannon. Ah, look at that ink efficiency. Exactly 2 shots and kill 2 statics with them. Ink efficiency, but ink management. There's no efficiency whatsoever here. It's Flingza plus cannon. It's like clunky for sure. Quota. Just dead. Safe. Something you should always do in Hydro Plant is paint out the inside walls. Useful. Tight. It's a fun wave here, but definitely do need to respect snowballs. They kill everything that is threatening on site. Yeah, that goes for any height ever, not just this one. So always paint up floppies. They're blocking not blocking, but painting up a pretty big chunk of the map, and it's horrible for mobile weapons. They're most notably out of this set. But this set is definitely nice at painting the map for sure. All weapons can do it solo probably. And we have a fish stick, but there are missiles right next to it. This is already annoying. Right, I got it from a little high ground there. I tried to protect myself, but the fry still got me. And rain may have helped. Wave is looking good so far. If people can revive me, thank you. Need to drop down. Oh, what I rush. Lived on the mod that got in your stead. Oh, there are too many missiles everywhere. And we are winning anyway. I'm just trying to not do anything now. And also the steelheads, they should ideally not get this far when you're in crash. It's important to notice them early. Like while they're still going up the ramp, you can get them as Inkbrush. Yeah, once they're here, they're very threatening for the team. Just kill them. Brush can't do it then anymore, is what I'm saying. Middle big shot. Annoying. The middle is probably less annoying than left still. Right is probably the least annoying, but still annoying for sure. Just kill that eel. Or things happen. Wave breaker here, do things. Yeah. I'll lead it straight to Musket in the shortest way. Yep, doesn't interfere with the cannon like that. We got it. Jet. Roller that drop because Jet missed the middle. That didn't revive. Do it then. Got this other eel on me. Want to support, well, it don't need that ink anyway. We got a Ma. I'll snipe that eel now. On the car. Ah! Hit the tail. Just barely. Do have another one of those. Looks like we should win. Let's hit the hits here, shall we? What's a partial? Come on. Yeah. I really do hate the aim on this, it's like a very small hitbox. That hitbox is for sure larger. Yeah, that is also important about low tide on this map. Play it aggressively, run X aggressively. Don't try to force luring and stuff, it's not gonna go well. Oh, whoops, I meant to reset the lobby. Well, anyway, this was fine, so I don't mind playing with them if I guess. But I won't mind anyway, but I think I've already explained this in the other video. What I do like is to reset the lobbies at low rank a lot to make sure that people are ranking up when they should be ranking up and stuff. Because odds are that I am much better than many of them and would basically bring them up to ranks where they wouldn't be without me. And it wouldn't be fun for them either. And suddenly they get put into much harder games. Good, I think. I bet. Peter is trying to... I'm not gonna assist now since they already climbed. Also consideration to deal with it. That's that. Oh, I have a Ma, I think. I'm not dealing with a stick anymore because Ma. The bomb is too far and I don't have too much ink. Not enough ink. Just now. That fish stick out there, it's a low priority. Ah! I was slow there, I could have killed the eel. Wait, that should be quota, there we go. Really helped me. And you see, I'm absolutely not a fan of the Inkbrush. It's a bad weapon and I am very bad with it as well. If you would give me a slosher or something, I would be able to do much more with that. Mothership. Still have yet to lose a Mothership in this game. But there you just saw the new roll attack against Cohock's targets. And there it didn't work anymore because I was too far away and stuff. That was a horrible repel, I might have to extract second pass. I'll die. Alright, I'll do it. Gonna lose this on quota. But the pay special. We'll probably work fine anyway. Yeah, just no need to risk it. Oh, it's Rush. This could be bad. I also have the Lita. The spot, come to this ramp, please. How are you already here? Goldie. Just paint here. Cause I wanna go here. We get quota. You are down. Come on, do it. Do it! No! What have you done? Well, that is typical freelance. Work things are like trying to survive, I guess, but try to avoid them ideally, because they do not contribute to quota too much. You have a way available to play this map entirely without walklings. That is also safe. I've showed it. That is that. Let's actually get a new team this time. And again, the other thing is Rush is still pretty crazy in this game, obviously. Could really use a nerf. I have no idea if we ever will get one. Or as long as we don't, it's always gonna be a hard wave. It was a hard wave in the old game already, and it was much easier in the old game, of course. I cannot one-shot that, of course. I just tried to chip it there a bit, just in case. I was never expected to win that fight. These spawns for sure are annoying. Things that we flick on fish sticks is just like probably better to just climb them and stuff. Right, that is a crab, we are way too far behind. Feel they got basket. Look at this fish stick paint, it's so terrible for the flings there. True. There's another thing noteworthy, when you do have an eliminated fish stick, it's a position that the leader can actually reasonably perch on and does it a lot of things. You don't need to have no fly fish much things that can bully it up there. Highly situational but useful. And one thing you can always do, Slita, is paint up every fish stick you see. Really easy and it really helps. Always do that if you have chargers or other well painters. Slim well painters, I should say. Look, well, coverage, whatever, you know. Flusher would be another example, it just paints the thing up in one shot pretty much. And more sticks. A lot of green ink under my feet. They got that heal on them. Right, that was a plant damage right through there. Risky there, really risky. Once. Way, nice they killed the stinger. Get out. I think we're gonna lose this wave. I've wasted too much time. MG was bad. Definitely not gonna get the close eggs. One someone's definitely gonna get them. Yeah. I fumbled around too much, my bad. Could have just grabbed the double stinger, double flyfish immediately, and then we could possibly have been fine. There's a choice you hate to make, like already use your second special in wave 2, but it possibly just had to be done there. The way it's fine, we're still nowhere near D ranking. We're closer to that Cohozuna. I do hope we're still getting one off in every episode. Nice. The promises though. Cohozuna with a set is also gonna be interesting. The flexibility that this set lacks. Get a good team then. Every time of course, but don't. Tricky. Oh, not mine, okay. Way. Rush here. I can't. This is what I mean slamming, that's a hard trigger here. Get in? No. I even saw it, but I was like feeling lucky. So the only way to get quotas was for X pretty much. Oh, and a Ma. Ah! Okay, we have quota, nice. You see, I was trying really hard to fish out a far egg there. Feeling like we'd need it. Ugh. Just been there, I took a bit too long with painting wells. Excuse that little aim though. What's next? I'm seeing missiles. Oh, painted. Failed. Painted when not a Pokemon here. Just help you if you need it. There you saw it. It wasn't directly onto the car. Alright, managed just fine to not get shots blocked there. That is rare. I'm just not gonna bother refilling, get them had enough ink to do that as well. Prioritize like half fire exit orbit. Do that. This set, it is definitely not well equipped to handle normal tides. A lot of things are slower than they were with the previous hydroplane set, which was really good. I did get my first 9s on that in this game. I'm definitely not gonna get 9s with this one. I got my stealth. Went to the pits. Get an egg. Out up there, what's next? Oh yeah, this side. Remove it. Going after it, alright. They did there. Rolla even. Bad things can always happen. Bomb will have them kill that stinger faster. There. There's a big shot somewhere. Ugh. Yeah, that was just too slow. Couldn't do it there and I didn't know. Inkjet, please, you missed me. Thank you. And again, I wasn't gonna do much there anyway, so maybe correct to not revive me after the failure. But the other distraction was real with that. We just fell unrecoverably behind. I can only apologize for this gameplay. I can probably do it better, but talking while playing it is hard. Does make me play worse times. Like we still do have games here. Progress. There are that must have done that. Could be better for sure. Art attack just max speed. Bit real with this. Wait. And the crab tanks inside the crab tank again. The thing with it is you do wanna use it as early as possible, kinda. The later you use it, the worse it becomes. Whenever I used it, it was 100% too late. That physics, you. Not here this did, but at least I saw it. All point is right up here. At the moment we have to fix it a bit. Please, game. Get nice later. Ah, not looking at me. It's the rain. That's probably something that Splattershot should be doing a lot in the set, actually. It's just like, okay at doing it, but if it wants to charge for something, then it definitely would prefer to not hit the tarp. Yeah, always be on the lookout for it with a Splattershot. Everyone will appreciate. Things are also decent at hitting them, it might just not have the ink. Oh, that was a really bad lit kill there, I wanted to lower it on the steelhead. Okay, we got them both dead now anyway. It took longer than it needed to. They got it. Nice, we've actually taken care of fish sticks. And then another thing to do when having downtime with a Splattershot. Always remove lessers, just do it. Full. Of course, Inkbrush and Flingzarala are gonna thing with the lessers a bit better because of their inflation. But every contribution helps still. The vanilla Splattershot, it is quite an ink-efficient shooter actually. Not junior of course, but it's definitely better than Zappa Splasher on ink efficiency. gonna farm the lizards here and let the others bomb. Dude, where are the goldies? Well, PNG sometimes. This is like unreal. And throw. 37, I guess. Head later. I'll try to mostly up as has been said before. Kinds of lessers. Got it. Apparently they didn't. Their screen. You can also use Inkjet to kill fish sticks. Definitely a viable thing in this rotation. This is definitely very inkjettable here, with the flyfish also appearing. Got him. In time. Nice. Yeah, I must have hit the drizzle and then also hit it with a steel explosion. That killed it then. Ugh! Dang it. There was no ground there, completely forgot. Oh no. Okay, nice. Oh no. Don't mess this up, thank you. And there's our Cohozuna. Didn't get much paint on mine here. Coverage is not a thing that Lita does too well. Quick. Anyway. I'm gonna farm some lizards here while I can. One is down. A drizzler. Back please. That's an jet. Under me. Nice. Jump. Oh, it switched to me because people died. This is the Cohozuna preview. Things I just hit it. You can kill it. Things I would just hit it there, we would win. Well, at least we're getting a silver. That is another thing. Just hit the Cohozuna with her main weapon. It doesn't look like much, but it adds up over time. Fighting him with gold next only is a lot harder. That also is our daily rewards, perfect timing. If you have to check how long you actually are getting that. You're here. You see every 200 points, that will not be lasting forever in the rotation. Possibly a good while. 2,400 would be, I guess. Eventually I will really pay attention to it and find out and stuff. We really need chunks play for all of that as well. Need money tickets. Well. Not a whole lot of play, that is unfortunate. Yeah, that shall be it for today. I will be back for Spawning Grounds rotation here. That is definitely very powerful, but also very unflexible. Yeah, thanks for watching.